Dear students, very good afternoon to all. Hope you all are fine. Today's our offline class is about the topic regulation of cardiac activity and disorders of circulatory system. First, regulation of cardiac activity. Normal activities of the heart are regulated intrinsically, that is, auto-regulated by specialized muscles, that is, nodal tissue. Hence, the heart is called myogenic. This automatic rhythm is produced by the spontaneous depolarization which leads to contraction of heart. A special neural center in the medulla oblongata, that is in the brain, can moderate the cardiac function through autonomic nervous system, that is ANS. Sympathetic and parasympathetic nerves, that is parts of ANS, are connected to the heart and can modify the rate of spontaneous depolarization of the SA node. Sympathetic nerve endings release noradrenaline, which stimulates the SAN that accelerates the heartbeat, the strength of ventricular contraction, and thereby the cardiac output. On the other hand, parasympathetic nerve endings release acetylcholine, which decreases the rate of heartbeat, speed of conduction of action potential, and thereby the cardiac output. The adrenal medulla secretes two hormones called adrenaline and noradrenaline. Both the hormones are rapidly secreted in response to stress of any kind and during emergency situations. These hormones increase the heartbeat and the strength of heart contraction. Thus, adrenal medullary hormones can also increase the cardiac output. Now, the disorders of circulatory system. First disorder, high blood pressure or hypertension. Hypertension is the term for blood pressure that is higher than normal. A blood pressure of 120 by 80 mmHg is considered normal. In this measurement, 120 mmHg, that is millimeters of mercury, is the systolic or pumping pressure, and 80 mmHg is the diastolic or resting pressure. If repeated checks of blood pressure of an individual is 140 by 90 mmHg or higher, it shows hypertension, which leads to heart diseases and also affects vital organs like brain and kidneys. Second disorder of circulatory system, it is angina pectoris. A symptom of acute chest pain appears when no enough oxygen is reaching the heart muscle. The term angina pectoris means chest pain. It can occur both in men and women of any age, but is more common among the middle aged and elderly people. It occurs due to conditions that affect the blood flow. Third disorder, of circulatory system, that is heart failure. It is the state of heart when it does not pump blood effectively enough to meet the needs of the body. It is sometimes called congestive heart failure because congestion of the lungs is one of the main symptoms of this disease. Another disorder is heart attack. Heart attack occurs when the heart muscles are suddenly damaged by an inadequate blood supply. One more disorder of circulatory system is cardiac arrest. Cardiac arrest means complete stoppage of the heartbeat. That is when the heart stops beating. Next disorder of circulatory system is coronary artery diseases, CAD. Coronary artery diseases, often referred to as atherosclerosis, affects the vessels that supply blood to the heart muscles. It is caused due to the depositions of calcium, fat, cholesterol, and fibrous tissues in the arteries supplying the heart musculature. These depositions make the lumen of arteries narrower. This was all about today's offline class. Thanks.